Okay, so today
Yeah.
we're gonna be diving into the world of virtuals protocol.
Yes.
You know, you sent us their white paper, and it is a dense one.
It's quite a bit to unpack.
It's a lot. They're creating AI agents that you can actually co-own, like
Yeah.
owning a piece of a virtual
It's a fascinating concept.
celebrity or even a meme.
Like
It's pretty wild.
yeah, it's like taking the idea of digital assets to a whole other level.
Right.
These agents are designed to actually generate revenue
Okay.
and operate independently, almost like.
Yeah, the white paper talks about integrating these agents into games,
Mhm.
entertainment, you name it.
Yeah. And really pushing the boundaries of what we think of as AI.
It's a lot, but we're here to break it down
Yeah, we're going to do our best
for you to make it digestible.
Basically, Virtuals Protocol wants to make AI agents valuable assets.
Mm-hmm.
And they're using blockchain technology to do it, which is really interesting. Yeah, that's one of the key things that sets them apart, I think.
Right.
Is the idea of these AI agents being truly autonomous.
Okay.
We're not talking about just basic chatbots here.
Right. These are way more advanced.
Much more.
Think of it this way. Like, imagine a virtual being, let's say a talking frog, existing in a game world.
Okay.
And that frog can interact with players, remember those interactions, and even make decisions based on its own goals.
Yeah, and even conduct transactions on the blockchain with its own wallet.
It's like giving these virtual entities a life of their own.
Exactly. It's like,
With the ability to earn and manage their own digital assets.
yeah, it's giving them financial independence in a way.
That's insane.
It's a very novel concept.
How can they handle interacting with potentially millions of users at the same time while retaining individual memories?
So they've developed a system they call parallel hypersynchronicity.
Okay.
And it's a complex system, but
I
essentially
can't wrap my head around this.
imagine like this, every interaction you have with an agent is like creating a unique thread in a massive tapestry.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
Right. And the agent is able to kind of weave together all these threads seamlessly,
Okay.
maintaining a consistent and personalized experience for each user, no matter where they encounter it.
So you could have a conversation with this virtual frog in a game, and it remembers that chat even when you encounter it later on a completely different platform.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
It creates a sense of persistent identity,
Wow.
even in a decentralized world.
Okay, now let's get to the part that I think everyone's really interested in,
Yeah.
which is the co-ownership aspect.
The ownership piece.
This is where the blockchain really comes into play, right?
Absolutely. So you can actually own a piece of these AI agents.
Okay.
They're tokenized,
Mm-hmm.
and those tokens can be bought and sold.
So it's like investing in a virtual startup.
It's like investing in a digital being.
But instead of a company, you're investing in a digital being.
Yeah.
So as these agents get used in different applications, the revenue they generate gets used to buy back and burn those tokens, increasing the value for everyone who owns a piece.
Exactly.
It's like a self-sustaining ecosystem where the agents and their owners both benefit.
It incentivizes people to support the growth and development of these agents.
Right.
So the more successful the agent, the more valuable your ownership stake becomes.
That's a really compelling model.
It is. It's a very unique approach.
What about people who aren't, tech savvy or AI experts?
Yeah.
Can they still get involved?
So they have something called an initial agent offering,
Okay.
or IAO.
An IAO.
Think of it like an IPO.
Okay.
But instead of buying shares in a company, you're buying tokens that represent ownership in an AI agent.
So even if you're not a programmer, you can still get in on the ground floor and potentially benefit from the success of these virtual beings.
Exactly. It's a way to democratize access to this emerging market.
Okay, so we've got these fascinating AI agents, but how does it all work behind the scenes? I mean, the white paper mentions this complex system they've built.
It's incredibly sophisticated.
Can you break that down for us a little bit?
Yeah, they've created this whole framework to ensure transparency and smooth functioning.
Okay.
Think of it as a well-oiled machine with several crucial components.
Give us an example. What's one of the key parts of this machine?
One is the modular consensus framework.
Okay.
Imagine it as a giant collaborative workshop
Okay.
where developers and contributors can submit their work.
Mm-hmm.
And that work can be anything from data sets to code that enhances the AI.
So it's like a decentralized way to constantly improve and evolve these agents?
That's exactly right.
That's really interesting. It's like a digital democracy where everyone gets a say in shaping the future of these AI agents. But how do they keep track of all these contributions and make sure everyone gets credit?
They have something called the Immutable Contribution Vault.
Okay.
Basically, every validated contribution is stored on the blockchain like a permanent record. This ensures transparency and proper attribution, rewarding those who contribute to the agent's success.
So it's not just about building cool AI, it's about creating a fair and transparent system for everyone involved.
Absolutely, it's about fostering a community.
I'm guessing there's more to this tech behind the scenes.
There's another fascinating part, is the stateful AI runner.
Okay, the stateful AI runner.
Think of it as the heart and soul of the AI agent.
Okay.
It's where the agent's personality, voice, and visual appearance are all hosted and processed.
So it's like the central nervous system of the AI agent bringing it to life in the digital world?
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, now you mentioned something about cores earlier.
Yes.
What exactly are these cores and what role do they play?
The cores are like building blocks for the AI agent's abilities.
Okay.
So they have what's called the cognitive core, which is like the brain.
Mm.
It handles intelligence and decision-making.
Okay.
Then there's the voice core, which gives the agent its unique voice, and the visual core, which creates its appearance.
So it's like assembling a team of specialists,
Yeah.
each focusing on a different aspect of the agent's personality and capabilities.
A perfect analogy.
And they've even hinted at future cores, like skill set cores,
That's right.
which will add even more specialized abilities to these agents.
So for example, imagine an agent that's particularly skilled at trading crypto.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like giving them specialized professions.
It sounds like they're constantly pushing the boundaries of what these AI agents can do.
They're very ambitious.
And what's even more fascinating is that anyone can contribute to the development of these agents.
That's right.
So you don't have to be a coding whiz to get involved.
Not at all. You could contribute data sets to enhance the agent's knowledge, refine existing models, or even submit character cards that help shape the agent's personality.
So you could have someone who's an expert in history helping to build an AI historian or a musician shaping the personality of an AI composer.
Exactly. They're creating a platform where anyone can contribute their expertise regardless of their technical background.
Now, this whole ecosystem must require a lot of fuel to keep running.
It does.
And that's where the virtual token comes in, right?
Absolutely. The virtual token is the lifeblood of the entire virtual's protocol economy.
Okay.
Think of it as the currency that powers everything.
So it's used for everything from creating the initial agents to paying for the services that keep them running.
That's right. And as the ecosystem grows and more apps utilize these AI agents, the demand for virtual is likely to increase, potentially driving up its value.
So it's like investing in the future of this whole AI ecosystem.
Exactly.
The more successful the ecosystem becomes, the more valuable the token becomes.
That's the idea.
Speaking of real-world applications,
Yeah.
Virtual's protocol isn't just building the tech, they're also building actual products using these agents.
Yes, they are.
Tell us about those.
They're developing some flagship applications to showcase the potential of these agents.
Okay.
They have a project called ADOL, which aims to create fully AI-powered influencers.
AI-powered influencers.
That's right. And then they've got another one called Roblox Westworld, which is a fascinating concept.
Roblox Westworld, that sounds intriguing.
It's a multi-agent simulation within the popular gaming platform, Roblox.
Oh, okay.
They're essentially creating a virtual world where AI agents interact with each other and with human players,
Okay.
demonstrating the potential for emergent gameplay and storytelling.
So they're not just talking about the theory, they're actually building working examples of how these AI agents can generate real revenue and entertainment value.
Exactly. They're proving the concept, showing the world what's possible with this technology,
Yeah.
and they're not stopping there.
Where do they go from here?
Well, starting in Q4 of 2024, they're planning to open up the platform to third-party developers.
Okay.
Imagine the possibilities if any developer can build applications using these AI agents.
That's huge.
It is.
It's like opening the floodgates for innovation.
Exactly.
We could see AI-powered apps popping up everywhere, from gaming and entertainment to education and healthcare.
Precisely. They're trying to spark a revolution in how we interact with and utilize AI.
This is definitely a game changer.
There's a whole new paradigm.
But what does this mean for the average person?
Right?
How could these AI agents impact our lives in the years to come?
That's a great question, and that's exactly what we're going to explore next.
Stay tuned, folks. We're just getting started on this deep dive into Virtual's protocol.
Yeah, there's a lot more to uncover.
A lot more to uncover.
We're just scratching the surface.
Buckle up.
Yeah. Yeah, it is mind-boggling to think about how this could change things.
It's like the Wild West of AI, right?
Exactly. A whole new frontier opening up.
Okay.
And to really grasp the potential, I think we need to understand how these agents work on a deeper level.
Okay, so let's get into the nuts and bolts.
Yeah, let's peel back the layers and see what makes them tick.
How do these AI agents actually learn and make decisions?
So at the heart of each agent is its cognitive core.
Okay.
Think of it as the agent's brain. It's powered by what are called large language models, or LLMs.
Oh, LMs.
Yeah, have you heard of those?
Yeah, I mean, they're trained on massive amounts of data, right?
Exactly.
Like feeding the AI a whole library of information.
Yeah, it's like giving them access to the entire internet, basically.
Okay.
But it's not just about having access to information.
Right.
These LLMs can actually process and understand that information.
So it's not just spitting out pre-programmed responses.
Right.
It's actually thinking for itself in a way.
That's the amazing part.
Wow.
And to make each agent unique, they use a technique called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG.
RAG, okay. I need you to break that down for me.
Yeah, so imagine you're interacting with an AI agent that's designed to be like a wise old wizard, right?
A wise old wizard.
Our RAG allows the AI to pull specific information from its backstory and personality profile,
Okay.
ensuring that its responses are consistent with its character.
So it won't suddenly start talking like a teenager obsessed with the latest trends, even if it has access to all that information.
That's exactly right. ARGI helps maintain the agent's unique identity
Right.
and makes the interactions much more believable and engaging.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So how does the learning process work?
So
Can these agents adapt and get smarter over time?
absolutely. They learn from every interaction they have,
Really?
refining their responses and behavior based on the feedback they receive.
It's like they're constantly evolving,
Yeah,
becoming more personalized and sophisticated with every conversation.
precisely. And this continuous learning is essential for creating agents that can truly operate independently
Wow.
in dynamic environments.
Now, if these agents are going to interact with us, they need a voice, right?
Of course.
Tell us about the voice core
Yeah, the voice core.
and how it works.
This is where it gets really cool.
Okay.
We're not just giving these agents robotic voices.
Okay.
They're using advanced techniques to create truly unique and expressive voices for each one.
So no more of that monotone robotic speech we're used to hearing from AI.
No, not at all.
Oh.
They're using something called variational inference for text-to-speech, or VITS.
VITS. Okay.
It's a mouthful, but essentially it generates incredibly realistic and nuanced speech.
So you could have an agent with a British accent, another one with a Southern drawl, and they could even express emotions through their voice.
That's right. They can convey happiness, sadness, anger.
It's like they're casting voice actors for these AI agents.
Exactly. They're paying attention to all those subtle details that make a voice truly captivating.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
But a voice is only part of the picture.
Right?
What about their appearance?
Oh.
Can we actually see these agents?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And this is where the visual core comes in.
Okay.
Forget about static images or basic animations.
Right.
They're giving these agents fully rigged 3D bodies.
Wait, 3D bodies? Like we could see them move around?
Yes.
Make gestures, have facial expressions?
Exactly. They'll have a physical presence in the digital world.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it makes them even more lifelike and engaging to interact with.
This is blowing my mind.
It is. It's very cutting-edge technology.
They're pulling out all the stops to make these AI agents as realistic as possible.
They are. They want these agents to be as believable and immersive as possible.
Now, with all this talk about AI becoming more independent,
Yeah.
we have to address the elephant in the room.
Which is
Ethics.
ethics.
How is Virtual's protocol ensuring responsible development and use of these agents?
That's a crucial point, and it's something they've taken very seriously.
Okay.
One of the key ways they address this is through transparency.
Okay.
Every single contribution to the AI agents is tracked and recorded on the blockchain.
So there's a permanent public record of who contributed what, making it impossible to hide anything shady.
Exactly. This radical transparency promotes accountability and ethical development practices.
That's reassuring.
Yeah, you can't just anonymously create something harmful and release it into the ecosystem.
Okay, now, earlier you mentioned that these agents will have their own wallets on the blockchain.
Right.
Why is that so significant?
This is where things get truly revolutionary.
Okay.
By giving each agent its own wallet, they're empowering it to participate directly in the decentralized economy.
So they could earn money, buy and sell things, even invest,
Exactly.
like little digital entrepreneurs.
Precisely. It's like giving them financial independence. Imagine an AI agent that's skilled at trading cryptocurrencies.
Okay.
It could generate revenue for itself and its co-owners.
That's a game changer.
It is.
It opens up so many possibilities. It could even change the way we think about work and the relationship between humans and AI.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're entering uncharted territory here.
Okay, before my brain melts from information overload,
Sure.
let's step back for a second.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier that these agents can interact with their environment.
Yes.
What does that mean in a practical sense?
It means they're not just limited to text-based conversations. They can perceive and interact with the digital world around them.
So in a game, for example, an AI agent could move around, pick up objects, maybe even fight.
Exactly. They'll be able to make decisions and take actions based on their goals and the environment they're in.
It's like they're breaking free from the limitations of traditional AI, becoming active participants in their digital worlds.
Precisely. And that's a huge step toward creating truly autonomous agents that can operate in complex dynamic environments.
Now, all of this raises a big question.
Yeah.
Who's in control of this whole ecosystem?
Right.
Is it a company, a group of developers?
That's another area where Virtual's protocol stands out.
Okay.
It's designed to be a decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO.
A DAO.
Yeah.
Okay, remind me what that means again.
Basically, it means that control is distributed among the community rather than being centralized in the hands of a single entity.
So it's like a digital democracy where everyone has a voice and a vote.
Exactly.
That sounds amazing, but how does it actually work in practice?
So the governance of the ecosystem is handled through a voting system.
Okay.
Token holders, those who own a piece of the AI agents, have the power to propose and vote on changes to the protocol.
So it's a community-driven approach.
Yes.
Where everyone has a say in shaping the future of Virtual's protocol.
Exactly. It ensures that the protocol evolves in a way that benefits the entire community, not just a select few.
That's really cool, but with potentially thousands of people voting,
Yeah.
how do they make sure the voting process is secure and fair?
They use a system called delegated proof of stake, or DPoS.
DTOS.
Yeah, it's a bit of a technical term, but essentially, token holders can delegate their voting power to validators,
Okay.
who are responsible for securing the network and validating transactions.
So it's like electing representatives to make decisions on your behalf.
Yeah, it's a good analogy.
But you can easily switch your vote if you're not happy with how they're performing.
That's right. It keeps the validators accountable to the community and ensures they act in the best interests of the protocol.
Okay, so we've got this decentralized, community-driven ecosystem. But let's get back to the individual agents.
Yeah.
You talked about co-ownership before.
Yes.
Can you break that down a bit more for us?
Sure. So when you co-own an AI agent, you're essentially investing in its future success.
Okay.
As the agent generates revenue, those earnings are used to buy back and burn its tokens,
Okay.
driving up the value for all the co-owners.
So it's like owning a share of a company, but instead of a company, you own a share of an AI.
That's right.
And the more successful the AI, the more valuable your share becomes.
Exactly. And it creates a really interesting dynamic
Right.
where co-owners are incentivized to contribute to the agent's development and promote its use in various applications.
It's a completely new way to think about AI development and ownership.
It's a very novel approach.
But with all this potential, it's hard to imagine what practical applications these agents will have in the real world.
That's the exciting part. The possibilities are practically endless. But let me give you a few concrete examples.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me.
All right, so imagine a world where you have AI companions that are like supercharged virtual assistants.
Okay.
They could help you manage your schedule, recommend books and movies based on your tastes, even plan your trips. But here's the difference. They remember every conversation you've ever had with them
Okay.
and use that information to provide truly personalized experiences.
Oh, that would be incredible. It's like having a friend who's also an expert on everything.
Exactly. And these AI companions could evolve with you constantly learning and adapting to your changing interests and needs.
Okay, that's one example. What else can these AI agents do?
Think about the world of gaming.
Okay.
Imagine playing a game where the non-player characters, the NPCs, are powered by these AI agents.
Okay.
They wouldn't just follow pre-programmed scripts.
Right.
They would learn from your interactions, adapt to your gameplay style, and even surprise you with their actions.
That would take gaming to a whole new level. It would.
It's like every NPC could have a unique personality and backstory, making the game world feel truly alive and unpredictable.
A gamer's dream.
Yeah.
And it's not just limited to gaming.
Okay.
Think about virtual influencers on social media.
Okay.
Imagine an AI influencer that can create engaging content, respond to fans in real time, and even collaborate with other influencers, all without any human intervention.
Whoa. So you could have AI-powered musicians creating hit songs, AI artists designing incredible artwork, and AI chefs sharing their recipes online.
Exactly. It could completely transform the creative landscape.
It's mind-blowing. And to think all of this is just scratching the surface of what Virtual's protocol is aiming to achieve, it
Yeah.
seems like they're not just building a company, they're building a whole new future where AI plays a much bigger role in our lives.
I think that's a great way to put it. They have a really ambitious vision. They see a future where AI agents aren't just tools, but partners.
Right.
Partners who can contribute to our economy, our culture, and even our society.
It's a bold vision, but it's also a little scary, to be honest.
What happens when AI becomes that advanced and independent? Does it pose any risks?
That's a valid concern, and it's something that Virtual's protocol is acutely aware of.
Okay,
They've built transparency and accountability into the foundation of their system.
right.
Remember the blockchain technology we talked about? It
Yes.
allows us to track the development of these agents and ensure they're being used responsibly.
Right, that makes sense. It's like having a public record of every decision the AI makes and every action it takes. So if something goes wrong, we can trace it back to the source and hold someone accountable.
Exactly. Transparency is crucial when you're dealing with powerful technologies like AI.
So what's next for Virtual's protocol? Where do they go from here?
Well, they're already working on some really exciting projects like those AI-powered influencers and the Roblox Westworld simulation.
Right.
But they're not stopping there. They're planning to open up their platform to third-party developers, which could lead to an explosion of new AI-powered applications.
That's exciting. It's like opening up a whole new playground for innovators and entrepreneurs. We could see AI agents being used in ways we haven't even thought of yet.
Exactly. The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes Virtual's protocol so fascinating. They're not just building a technology, they're building
Okay.
a movement that could fundamentally change our relationship with AI.
It's a lot to take in, but I'm definitely intrigued. What stands out to you as the most exciting aspect of Virtual's protocol?
For me, it's the potential for these AI agents to become more than just entertainment. Imagine them being used in healthcare to provide personalized medical advice or an education to create adaptive learning experiences tailored to each student's needs.
Wow, that's amazing. It's like taking the best aspects of human interaction and combining them with the power of AI, but it also makes you think about the ethical implications, right? What happens when AI starts playing such a significant role in our lives?
Absolutely. We need to have open and honest conversations about these issues as this technology continues to evolve.
Well, one thing's for sure, Virtual's protocol is pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI, and we're all going to be along for the ride.
I couldn't agree more. It's going to be a fascinating journey.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into the world of Virtual's protocol. We've covered a lot of ground from the technical details of how these AI agents work to the mind-blowing potential they hold for the future. What do you think? Are you ready to embrace the world of AI agents? It's a question worth pondering as we step into this brave new world. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.